Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. I'm Bandit, your host, and this is your pregame show. And you know how we do when we start every show, we let you know what villains in the house. Starting with my co-host, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Let him know who you is, though.
What up, it's boy JJ. I'm ready to get the show on the road. Let's go beat the Broncos this week. Let's go.
Rumble, let him know who you is, though.
We got too much.
What up, though, man? Once again, here with the villains, man. Shout out to Bandit, man. Thanks for having me as always.
For sure. His third time on the show. Y'all better get to know his face because he said he's gonna be here for a while. Skrilla, let him know who you is, though.
B Strilla, JBK Production.
For sure.
Let's go.
And you know they come in a pack like a pack of swishers when you need one. Hey, Sky and John, let them know who you is, though.
Right here, baby.
You need one.
Right here, baby.
And for sure. And my man, hey, y'all might as well call him a villain because y'all might as well get used to him. He's gonna be here too. Birdsong, let him know who you is, though.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Birdsong, podcaster, producer, Detroit sports shit talker, whatever you want to call me. I'm down for whatever.
For sure.
Woohoo!
We're gonna start. And this is gonna be our
The
first.
man in
I don't know
pink
if y'all know.
himself.
I don't know if y'all know, but if y'all heard about this or seen it, but they said help is on the way, though. And they what's the help on the way, man? No other than this goofy mug himself. CJ back, man. Yeah. Let's see what Dan Campbell had to say about CJ before we go into. I show you this little
The most
workout.
recent one is he's been medically cleared. I was wondering if you got the same report. Is there a hope or expectation that he could have his window started next week?
Yeah, I got the same report, which is good news. It's great news, and he is. So it is back to what we said. He's one of the X-Men. He's got these mutant genes because he is healed extremely quickly, and it is. He's gotten the strength back. It is secure, and so yeah, he's going to be ready to go here pretty soon. You're going to ask me about this game. Maybe we play in this game. Is that what you're asking?
No, I just ask if the practice window starts next week.
I promise you won't play this game. Yeah, I mean, Brad and I need to talk about it, but it's good news. And certainly the plan will be, let's get him going ASAP. That would be the plan. Get him practicing, getting his legs back under him, get him in shape, football shape. But that's great news. And it's a credit to him, too, now. He's been working. He's been working.
And what did he say about he been working? That man been doing his thing in practice, man, doing the cuts and everything. Like he back in the game. Let's see what he. Look at that boy break on that ball. Look at it. Oh, look at it. Diving for the catch. Oh, got it. Oh, look how he break down, make this tackle right here. One more time for it. Shuffle. Oh, get it. Boy looking nice, man. Hey, how y'all feel about CJ being back on this team and get back with this defense, man? I'm going to start off with you, man. Go ahead, my co-host, my co-defendant. Daddy, let him know.
First of all, why you put Birdsong up on the screen?
You brought me up, man.
Right.
Right. Don't get me shot.
Give me a second.
Don't get me shot.
I'm doing it all back here by myself, but go ahead, Day.
I'm excited, man, but at the same time, like I'm not expecting a whole lot because he's been out since week 2. It's gonna take him a minute to get reacclimated to playing on this defense again. I do think it's going to make a difference, but I'm not expecting him to come in and totally flip this defense around. And like, we're just going to be like this top defense, like top 5, top 4 defense. You know what I mean? It's going to take a game, maybe 2 games for him to get his legs back underneath him, but definitely excited to have CD Deuce back in the building, man. Definitely excited to have him back.
I feel you. Birdsong, how you feel about his workouts, man? And him being close to being back on the field?
It's a beautiful thing, man, because I'm going to bring up a couple points. Besides his playmaking ability, what's he bring out there? Swagger, right? Accountability, a voice on the defense to just scream at anybody. You know that he don't care. He's going to tell you fucked up, right? Oh, I love it, because at that point, when you just got that man hyping shit up, at least they were worried about it back there defending receivers and shit. He's going to tell people, he's going to hold people accountable, so I'm excited just for that. That's a game changer right there.
Rumbo, you excited as everybody else excited?
Man, I am, man, because like Birdsong said, man, like he's a voice He's a hell of a competitor. And he's gonna get in them player space on the field, bro. We got some guys that need that, bro. And it ain't nothing personal, bro. We're all on the same team. Like I say through all these podcasts, we're all on the same team, bro. We're just passionate about this, man. So I'm all for it. I'll be just happy to see him in just like uniform with no pads. But I'm man, I don't think the defense is ready for him to come back yet, man. I know they need him back, but I don't think they're ready for that because he's gonna push him.
Hey, they need to be pushed. They need to be pushed. Skrilla, I know you happy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when he's in there, he makes the whole rest of the secondary good because of the fact that he's out there, he's a veteran, and he has that presence, and he'll yell at folks. They were playing really good before he went down. Look at it like that. The only thing CJ, he needs to stop is run that goddamn mouth sometimes. It's good to a point.
I love that.
But dude got shut the fuck up sometimes because he shut the fuck up. That Seattle game fucked them all up. Talked all that shit and then got hurt. See, don't do that, CJ. I don't mind you talk shit against the players on the field and with your own your own teammates and stuff like that to get them hyped up. But man, leave the other shit alone for a minute, bro. Leave it alone because you a good player, man. You just came from a good ass team last year, had the league leading 7 interceptions. You can do this, bro. Just shut the fuck up. Wow, please. But yeah,
I'm packing switches, man. How y'all feeling about CJ GJ coming in here, man, and get back on his defense, man?
Need it.
I mean, our secondary is fucking lackluster as shit right now. So they need the energy and they need all of it. They need. He's gonna come off the fucking bench like a firecracker. So hopefully it gets these guys going, confident, because fuck.
We can slide the defense. We can spread the defense out before CJ plays.
So where do you guys think he makes a bigger difference? In the pass game or in the run game? Where do you think he makes his immediate impact?
Pass.
It's got to be the pass game because we got Branch that makes his immediate impact in the run game.
Yeah, I agree with them guys. Pass for sure because now you can allow Branch to really roam around, man.
Right, you can be that true nickel.
Right. I think that's how he got his first pick against Mahomes that first game of the season, man. Just so happened to get tipped. He was right there. He was like a backup.
Stalking. He was stalking out there.
I mean, you got when Branch and CJ are out there, they do play down the box sometimes. So you got to look at that.
Right.
And they can stop that run. They got good hits. Branch is a hitter. CJ's a hitter. There you go right there. And let Kirby and Sutton take one side of the field and have CJ and Branch take the other side of the field. You know what I'm saying?
See, I was just about to ask that question.
Balls in the middle.
I was just going to ask that question. When CJ GJ get back, who would you want to start on the other side? We want Kirby on the other side or we want Tracy Walker? Me, myself, I would love to see Tracy Walker, him and Kirby, him and CJ GJ on the field at the same time, do your thing. What's your opinion?
I agree on that. I agree. I think that you bring Kirby in as the water break guy. You bring him in between plays on both those guys. But you have to have Tracy because even before we had CJ GJ, back before we had Kirby, that was our dude. And now we have a guy who's technically making a guy that's been great for us and Tracy be our number 2 on that side. You got to play both of those guys, in my opinion.
Rumble.
Yeah, man, I'm with him, man. It might sound cheesy, but it's thunder and lightning, man. I think if Tracy gets going, that's gonna make CD Deuce, that's gonna hype him up, and vice versa, man. Those two are like 2 peas in a pod, man. So I think he'll be happy to have him back, and then go hunt, man.
Skrilla, who you want to see back there with CJ GJ?
Shoot, I want to see all 3 safeties back there. I want all them players. I want to get Jerry Jacobs the fuck up out of there and put Branch in there and put my guy that they just got from Chicago. That dude played a good game.
Vildor,
for being out there Vildor. That guy played a good game. He allowed some catches, but that was against DJ Moore. But he was on him. Not like Jacobs. Jacobs is out there like 5 yards off. I'm like, dude, you're just as fast. Why the hell you sit? Never mind. Anyway, get Jerry Jacobs off the field. We'll be fine.
Hey, my man Daryl said he agreed with me, Tracy Walker, man. Hey, Daddy, who you want back there with him, man?
Man, it's got to be Tracy Walker back there, man. You got to have the two communicators back there. You can't put two, because basically CJ likes to kind of like free roam. You know what I mean? He likes to free roam at the same time. That's what Kirby does best is free roam. Like Kirby, I don't know. And then you could put either one, Tracy or CJ down in the box. You know what I mean? So you could put Tracy down in the box and have CJ back there floating, or vice versa. So I want to see. Give me Tracy, even though I like Kirby more than Tracy, but I think him and Tracy are a better fit together.
Sky and John, who y'all want back there, man?
Oh yeah, no, we gotta get Tracy back there. Just the length. I mean, nothing against Kirby, but it's just the length. You put him next to CJ, and you got exactly what you need out of two safeties. Both will come down, fill the hole. Both will fill the run fit, and Tracy's better in coverage.
That's what they like about Iffy, though.
Yeah,
6'3".
Yeah, but Tracy can play though. Tracy's just a ball player.
No, I like Tracy too. I don't know. What's crazy is their judgment of Tracy Walker is based on him playing the best player outside of the team's best wide receiver every fucking game he's played. So he literally because this shit, he was doing fine. He was starting to get more playing time, getting worked in a lot more, seeing 60+% of snaps. And then the Ravens game happens, and he covers Mark Andrews for the entire game, one-on-one on an island. So there's not many fucking goddamn safeties in the league, period, that would be able to cover Mark Andrews in a one-on-one situation.
Absolutely.
So
right.
I don't really understand this whole narrative on Tracy getting blown and cut. They run zone most of the time. So how in the fuck is that true? That's 100% not true, because the zone coverage and everything started to clear up when he got back in early in the season. Because he's a communicator. So I don't understand the narrative. I want Tracy back there with Kirby, or not with Kirby, with CJ, with Kirby rotating in and Brian Branch playing the nickel. And then honestly, with any of those guys, you can easily take out and sub and put an Iffy at sub linebacker, like we've seen them do before. So if you want a guy out there that can play the line and let your two cover high, or let Kirby come up and play, or or CJ come up and play, what the fuck you want to do it, you can have all those guys on the field at fucking once.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that's our best bet if we have defensive linemen that can do their fucking job. So
you're wanting a lot out of that stuff.
Yeah, but that's a beautiful point, though. It's a beautiful point, though.
Mm-hmm.
You hit it on the head right there.
Hey,
I also got to say one more thing about.
Go ahead.
One more thing about having them back. What's hurt us the most? 3rd and longs, right? And then when that's happening, they're 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20. That kind of shores it up, especially in that situation. You kind of know they're going to go to their go-to guy, and then he's going to be on that side. Just make sure he's going to be the safety net. So that's all I got to put in there. I think I'm excited to eliminate that flaw, or potentially eliminate it.
I'd rather have him be that single high safety sitting over their number one receiver than have Kirby sitting back there as a one safety. Yeah, I totally.
If they love Iffy so fucking much, why do they not put Iffy on the outside and just take Jerry Jacobs the fuck out? Because he's a corner. He was a fucking corner.
Exactly.
But in his position day as a safety in the rotation that they're putting him in right now, he's basically a fucking corner because he's up at the fucking line the entire time. He's just playing inside. So I don't understand this whole what the fuck? Why is our 6'3" safety corner playing the inside? That doesn't make fucking sense.
That makes no sense at all.
They fell in love with Jerry Jacobs because his early season success.
And it bit him in the fucking ass.
And that's my critique on Dan Campbell allowing his coordinators to do certain things. Is I do believe they're emotional sometimes, and they get fixated on that. Even if they know that another player would do better, it's like, well, what are you doing out on the field? And I think they just fell in love with his early success, but it's not sustainable. With
Man, that's the one
I
thing
call
about
Jerry
this coach.
Jacobs a poor boy, Ty Diggs. I mean, Trevin Diggs. That's what I call him, a poor boy, Trevon Diggs.
Yeah.
Because he
go ahead, Dede. We're gonna get your last point, and then we're going to the next subject.
No, but I mean, Bird made a good point, man. This coaching staff does fall in love with players based on their success or no success. I mean, look what happened to DeAndre Swift last year. He's in the doghouse, but every time he got an opportunity to make a play, he made a play. And now they fell in love, like you said, they fell in love with Jerry Jacobs and his 3 interceptions earlier in the season. He's not making plays these past couple of weeks, and they're just they just keep throwing him out there. I mean, we don't really have a better option at this point. I mean, now we can possibly use Bill.
We got plenty of options. We got plenty of better options.
Not over the past couple of weeks. We really haven't.
Not with the injuries.
Bill Dorr just got here. We're definitely not going to put Will Harris out there over Jerry Jacobs. We're not going to. If we do that, man, I'm going to look away every time we're on defense and only pay attention to the offense.
We're gonna talk about who's gonna replace Jerry Jacobs in the other second half of the show. So we're gonna get into that, man. Who needs to start on the opposite side of Cam Sutton over there. But the next subject, man, we're gonna go to, man. Hey, we heading into Denver Saturday, 8:00 on Saturday, prime time. You feel me? And you know, our offensive line ain't been there attack. You feel me? We got our whole offensive line back. Hey, now that we got our old offensive line back, man. What do y'all expect out of him, man? I'm gonna start off with John and Scott.
Well, I expected God to have a little bit easier of a day, but at the end of the day, I'm starting to see that this is gonna be a lot on how much Jared Goff can be consistent. And I'm not talking about consistently just dumping the ball and being a game manager. He needs to be consistently, like, at this point, he needs to throw 30-plus times a game. And the reason I say that is because the teams that we're playing are now scoring 28 points a game. Like, we just got scored 28 points a game out by the Bears. No problem. No problem. So what does that say against every other team that we're going to have to play?
Well, Sky, yeah, these teams are scoring 28
Go ahead, Dede.
The Bears score 28 points. This is just to piggyback off of what his point, then I'll get to the O-line thing. You said these teams are scoring, or the Bears score 28 points against us. Yeah, but they've had all short fields. So I don't think Goff has to throw it 30 times a game to keep up. As long as we don't put our defense in a bad position by giving them short fields, by turning the ball over. Because if you look, the Bears only scored really on 1 or 2 actual long drives that game. But we'll get into that.
I understand that. But going into this fucking season, and this goes to everybody, even the people listening. We can all attest to this exact point. What was the one thing going into this year that we said that we had to continue to do, and why we Ferrari'd our offense so we could continue to be this team? What was it? It wasn't fucking defense. It wasn't fucking defense.
4 points.
Just score.
It was scoring.
Yeah.
What are we not fucking doing?
Scoring.
For sure.
Scoring.
So what do you think should happen? Goff needs to throw the fucking ball more. This offense needs to get moving.
I agree. 1,000%. 1,000%.
I want to run the fucking ball. I really do. But we're not throwing the ball enough with those in a company to the runs.
Because our pass pro has been shit from our own line.
But our pass pro doesn't need to be shit if Ben Johnson has a better plan when it comes to actually setting up plays off of his runs quicker. He's taking 2 or 3 series, if not an entire half, to then go back to a similar set and then run a play action off of that set.
When it's more predictable.
So why in the fuck?
Okay, I get what you mean now.
I haven't seen this set. Seen this set in 2 fucking quarters. What do you think it's going to be? If I got 6 yards on a run last time, you don't think that they're going to, because they're not going to run it on first down more than fucking likely, because they're just going to run the fucking ball on some random set on first down, because that's what a typical offense does when you have a play action based offense. So it's going to happen on second or third.
Right. And that's where you got to get into tempo. That's where you got to start mixing up, like speeding up the game, man. Like you said, if you get 8 yards your first down and you ran the ball and you got 8 yards, man, huddle up to the line.
That should be your tempo. Like I
Yes.
agree with the tempo thing. We are good at tempo,
Yes.
but it doesn't even have to be. It can or can't be, but it needs to go back into a similar set. It's second
Right.
down. Why are we waiting to hit him with a play action? Why are we running on 2nd and 2 and shit? And why are we out of shotgun running fucking 3-yard sticks with a fucking backside dig every fucking other play? Okay,
Yeah, I think-
we understand, Ben Johnson. Right now, instead
I
of
think
what
that's
you
I
did
think a
last
lot
year,
Scott. I think a lot of that has to do with their O-line not being there, their whole line.
brother, we were beat the fuck up and had Stenberg for fucking 9 games last year playing fucking guard for us, and we were running fucking 5-yard outs every fucking game to death on people. And when's the last time you seen a fucking 5 and out from this team?
No, it's been a while.
Tell me when's the last time you seen a fucking 4 wide with a fucking over the top with a quick out? When's the last time you seen it? Because I don't even fucking know. And I watch every game religiously.
Fact.
And what changed in our offense? Amon-Ra didn't change. We gained J-Mo. We got a better tight end. It's
Ben
still
Johnson
a quick
got
throw.
too conservative. He got too conservative.
What are we doing is my point. Like, there's some things that really is not making sense when it comes to what Ben Johnson is allowing Jared Goff to do and what not to do.
I was about to say that comes right back to this man right here. That comes back to Ben Johnson.
Why he look so mad though?
He look unsure.
I'm just
right
tired
there.
of seeing
Like,
sticks
he
and
put
inside
deodorant
the
on.
Dude,
looks unsure.
He didn't put deodorant on. Look how he
I'm
got his arms
confused.
slightly.
What play
Yeah,
we
he
got?
put deodorant on.
Yeah.
Our offense has become predictable due to our offensive line struggles, man. Like I'm saying,
It's
everything goes back to this offensive line when it comes to this offense. If our offensive line is struggling, Ben Johnson realizes it. Dan Campbell realizes it. So they're going to change their game plan. And yeah, I mean, as long as this whole line keeps struggling, man, we're going to see this vanilla ass offense. Once our O line starts getting back,
So
to
now that
this top 3 O line that we have, our offense will open back up. Well, not open back up.
So now that our
We'll see
O-line is
what
all back together, Daddy, what are you expecting out of them?
Welcome back. Well, Daddy, I got it. What I'm expecting is dominance, man. Like we these past 3 games, man, they've been exposed. Yeah, due to injury, due to players having to change positions, but I expect pure dominance. I think they get their captain back in Frank Ragnow. I think that's going to clear up a lot of doubt. I think they're going to be playing with confidence, and I hope to see Penei Sewell getting pulled and pulling blocks. I want to see more exotic, packages with the run game. So I'm expecting that Saturday, man. I think I'm ready for it too, man. You know I like when big boys get down like that, man. Pancakes and syrup, baby.
For sure. What are you expecting out of this O-line now? We got the O-line all the way back together, man.
Man, I'm expecting Goff to feel comfortable, right? It's going to be familiar. He's not going to have to be thinking like, what's going to happen, overthinking things. I think he'll be more comfortable being able to go through his progressions better. Frank Tank's back. My only concern is Taylor Decker. He's been getting burnt. He's been getting just fucked up.
Well, he's got a bad.
I don't know what's going on with our
I think that.
Yeah,
that's
been
the problem
hurt
right there. He's a Buckeye.
Yeah, he's a fucking Buckeye. but my issue with him, and I've said it before, I believe I said it on the last show. I feel like he's talented enough. He's been in the league enough. He's considered elite enough that if he's the handicap spot, move him over and swap him with Penei, because you do not need a compromised man being on Goff's blind side. That's my opinion. Other than that, I feel great. I'm happy everybody's back. But if I had to critique it or play devil's advocate, I'm going to say that Deck needs to either be moved over to the other side, where if he gets beat, Goff can see it right away and step up or do whatever he has to do, or we're going to be having to look at our options during the offseason and have him be a rotation player. It's unfortunate, but
Daddy, I'm gonna get to you. Then I'm gonna ask you the next question. Go ahead, Daddy.
No, you can't move Decker, man. Decker's never played that other side.
Yeah, but he's elite enough. He's elite enough.
Man, that's a tough transition, man. The only reason Penei Sewell makes transition to the other side so well is because that's his natural position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they forced him. They forced him to the other side because of Decker.
Yeah,
right?
when Decker was out.
So Sue as a rookie, or not Sue, but Penei had to, Penei had to, as a rookie, learn the other side. So you can't tell me that one of the best in the league can't learn it how many years into the league. That's all I'm saying. If you're compromised, I'm going to say, hey, if you want playing time, you're going to have to do the switch, because if you fail, I need Goff to see you fast. With all of our concerns about Goff and not being able to move outside the pocket or manipulate, some people say he panics in there, right? Well, if we're going to address that, if we're going to put that on Goff, we're going to say, well, let's just give you the best situation we possibly can. And I trust Taylor Decker's ability to at least – if a rookie could do it, he could do it. That's all I'm saying.
I think Decker will. I think Decker, as long as that back, that's why he's been getting beat. That back, he's had a bad back past couple weeks, and that's why I believe he got beat in Chicago. By the way, he got beat in Chicago. I mean, he was getting his lunch taken all day in Chicago. So if he's fully healthy,
he was playing. I don't really give a fuck, dude. If you decide to play, fucking step it the fuck up.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we want that out of everybody, Sky. Which I mean, sometimes it's just not your week. It's not your game.
Oh, I agree. I'm not killing Decker. It's one bad fucking week. He had one bad fucking week against a guy that's been decent all year. So I'm really not really killing his ass on it, to be honest with you. I watched Sewell fucking hold people all fucking year, left and right side. So I don't really fucking whatever. He's lost us at least 100 yards this year. So
last week our whole line just had a bad week for sure.
Skrilla, man, what you got to say, man? What are you expecting out of this offensive line, man?
I expect the offensive line to pass protect. When out there all together, they should be all together as one. Pass protect. Pass protect. Pass protect. Then to tell you about this offense, too, based on the offensive line. I think this is where Ben Johnson has a problem. And this is why I can't tell you he can't be a head coach yet. He needs to understand when you are depleted on your offensive line, you need to change your play calling around. Not to be duds. That's not what I'm saying. What he's doing is totally like, oh my God, I don't have this and I don't have that. Dude, play the game like it's supposed to. Just next man up. If that man can't do his job, he can't do his damn job. I realize that these are all paid professional athletes out there on this field. So you all got to – they have no problem with the run game. Do you know Denver
Denver's fine. You're right.
Denver right now, do you know Denver has the 32nd worst defense in the league? 32nd. But they're winning their games. Figure that out. So, I mean, if the offense can't beat this team, if the offense can't get yards on this team, man, I don't know what to tell you about the Lions, man, because this is an easy win right here to me as far as the offensive side of the ball goes. Especially at home. They shouldn't have any problems.
Especially being at home. Man. Mm-hmm. So my next question for y'all, man, is my quarterback, man. What do my quarterback got to do, man, to get his confidence back and win this game, man? I'm gonna start back off with you, Skrilla. What do Jared Goff got to do? What does Jared Goff and Ben Johnson have to do for Jared Goff to get his confidence back and win this game?
Well, we'll go down the line. Ben Johnson needs to stop making these dumbass calls. In the third quarter, he needs to get his third quarter game in order. That's what he needs to do. First and second quarter,
yes, absolutely,
outstanding. Third quarter, it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Third one, you're trying to gadget play on your own 20-yard line. What the fuck kind of shit is that, dude? Come on, man. Just run the ball.
2 end rounds, back to back.
You got running backs and tight ends.
Fake reverse tight end screen.
I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like Pittsburgh and their jet sweep on every fucking down.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's pretty good at that, though. Can't even start.
Not really. Anyway. But as far as Jared Goff, he just needs to calm the fuck down. I think he's letting the game overwhelm him in certain spots. He needs to stop that, because what happens, he thinks he sees something and he throws and it gets picked off, or he doesn't have good communication with his offensive line. Thus, that's why he fumbles the ball. He just needs to calm down. Jared Goff, he's got his weapons around him. He's got his offensive line around him. He's got everything that he needs to be a successful quarterback. I didn't say an elite quarterback. I said a successful quarterback, and to lead the offense down the field. And he just eliminates that kind of stuff right there, which I think the offensive line will give him more confidence in this game, he should be fine. I don't think there's nothing wrong with Goff. I just think that, he feeds off Ben Johnson. When Ben Johnson gets nervous, all of a sudden Goff gets nervous. You ever notice that in the game? When you got bad play calls, all of a sudden the shit goes to the fan. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
those both have to work together and just be calmer about the situation and play Lions offense like they were doing for the first 8 games of the season. That's all they gotta do.
Guy, I'm gonna ask you, man. And Scott and John, I'm gonna ask y'all, where it goes from my quarterback being like this, my quarterback being like this.
I think Goff.
Scott, man, what we got to do to get Goff back with his confidence to being that that Pro Bowl quarterback that he was last year. The Pro Bowl don't mean nothing, but hey, Pro Bowl quarterback that he was last year.
Right. No, I think he just got to trust his line, and I think he don't trust his eyes right now. I think he's second guessing, just letting it rip when last year he was letting everything rip. It didn't matter. It was first look and go, right? Like he's locking on, seeing it, and not pulling the trigger, but then wanting to pull the trigger late. Like he just got to go with it.
Scott?
I think it's a little bit of everything. And I got let me pull this up real quick. So let's pop in this. So because we're talking about this. So the clip I got right now is actually about what we're talking about here.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
So there's a little
I still like
backstory.
I still like the other one, bro. Where it's like the NFL Network thing.
We'll slide that in there next week.
So.
The reason I bring up these plays right here is because these are back-to-back plays on what we were kind of talking about. It's the same old shit that we're seeing, and we're not seeing what we were a lot last year. We would do this ever so often last year, and we'd get a lot of yards from it. But this year, it's just I'm not like in this exact play. Why are we not running a quick out with Amon-Ra right here? Does he think does Goff really think the corner is going to drive down on this?
I mean, he's walking that way.
He's not. He's standing there. He doesn't walk anyway. He just stands there.
You're talking about you're talking about the corner, not the actual safety. Well, look at he's creeping down right there.
He's flat-footed. Like I'm just saying. What I'm saying is like shit like this. What do you guys think this play is? Before I run this play, what routes do you think are ran on this?
All in the end zone.
Crosser
Couple
by
slants.
Reynolds and possibly a fade by Laporta over here at the bottom. And Jamal's just a dig.
I'll tell you, you're all wrong.
So the damn draw.
It should have been.
Play to the running back.
No slants.
All of them in the end zone. I said that. God dang, Bo.
So you got 2 sticks in the middle.
But you got the running back playing 5. You got the running back in a 5. So he's the only one that's not in the end zone. But everybody else is in the end zone and all covered.
They ran right in.
And then look at the running back is kind of covered too, because look at you got the safety and a linebacker around him. What the hell?
I don't know if Gibbs isn't an option route here or what the fuck this is, but
he turned around.
Why are we running 3 sticks, a 4-yard, a 12-yard, and 2 fucking fades? What the fuck are we doing?
You're running a fade with your 6'1" speedy wideout,
bruh. They hot routed Madden and put everybody on a fly.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, bro, I know you won the Vikings game with this shit, bro, but that was like 4th and 14 from like you know what I'm saying, from like the fucking 23.
Run that up to the pre-snap real fast.
Yeah, you good.
So this is what I think when I originally see it. So we see at the top of our screen, we see J-Mo up there, right? What's one of the things he did in college? What was one of the things they praised him out of college is his footwork and his route running in the red zone.
Give him the ball real quick and he's going to make something happen.
And even if you don't do a predictable, just quick pass to the outside, but if you have him cut in and draw these defenders in, and then he takes it out towards the pylon, you could just throw it out, and if he's not going to grab it, the ball's going to float out of bounds. But he has the footwork and the speed to make people worry. Like, he can run any route in this position. And I haven't seen much of him. Pretty much you can count J-Mo out of it if we're in the red zone with Ben Johnson. But that was one of his highlights in college is he would just work people. He'd make people fall over. So that's what I would have liked to see in that situation, is him at least try to draw both these defenders, because he has to creep up to even see Amon-Ra. So if he digs in just a little bit, he has an opportunity to swallow both those guys up. That's just my opinion. I want to see more of that with J-Mo.
I just don't know how
the problem with that.
Go ahead.
With the problem I see with that, though, I mean, that's all well and good, but what college doesn't translate into pros is that he hasn't gotten the ball that much. They're not going to respect that. So they're going to, and I think that's what the Lions are thinking too. This is why I say I hate the Lions, this regimen of coaches and ownership that they have right now. They coddle these players too much. J-Mo, they're not catering to what these players are supposed to be doing, right? What you just said about J-Mo, they need to do that. And they need to do more of it on a repetitive basis, so these defenses that they face will understand the threat of J-Mo, so everybody else can be a threat on the field. They're not doing that. And that's what's screwing up the production of the offense. They're not using J-Mo to where he's supposed to be used to.
And we have all killers.
Do Ben Johnson hate J-Mo? Could that be it? Like,
I think my thing about it, I think fucking Goff does.
Yeah, I don't think Ben Johnson hates J-Mo. I think, and to Strilla's point, you have to do this with these players so it builds their confidence. If you know what they were good at in college, they're gonna do nothing but transition over to the professional side of things, man. And it's gonna build their confidence. But you also have to, it's gonna make or break you as a coordinator as well, man. If you get this rookie involved in your offense and you find little slick packages for him, and you're able to do these things, to Strilla's point, to Bird's point, it's now these defenses know they have to, hey, we got to watch out for J-Mo. They're going to be shouting his number out. And then it's like, then it becomes an additional offensive player out there, because now they're like, hey, we got to watch this kid, man. He's dirty and he's filthy in the red zone. But I didn't see a slant. I didn't see any kind of picking of anything. I didn't see any kind of like, I thought it was gonna be a screen of J-Mo. I'm not gonna lie, or at least see a couple slants. But I don't know, man. That all I saw right there was like players not wanting to be the guy who gets the ball. It looks like I saw a bunch of unconfident ass routes right there.
Scared.
That's what I saw.
Players.
Yo, Rumble, I just realized, to your point, bro, after you said that, the pick that Goff threw, when he was throwing in the flood play.
It's to Laporta?
Yeah, to Laporta.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. Like, so if that is all true, what we're saying, like, it kind of makes sense. So why in the fuck would the safety, like, go flat-footed, basically, and not really run with J-Mo as he's running past his ass? Kind of just sit there, like, wait for him to throw it to Laporta. Like, he almost knew, like, oh, he's not gonna fucking throw it to him.
Exactly.
He's not gonna fucking bomb this over my head. He's not doing this. So he's just like, all right.
Analytics. I bet you if you pull it up, how many times they've targeted J-Mo, which they don't at all in the game. In the red zone, it's probably like 0. And and I'm gonna ask you guys one more time. Look at this. Look at the killers that are out there with him right now. We're talking red zone killers. If we establish his footwork in the red zone, you have Amon-Ra St. Brown out there, killer, right? You got Laporta, killer, and then where's Reynolds ate the most? And Reynolds eats in the red zone.
In the
so all these guys,
red zone.
yeah, they are. So
Gibbs
if
is
you
out
have
there.
J-Mo a factor, but you might as well have put out Donovan Peoples-Jones instead of J-Mo right there. At least you have a tall guy you can run a fade to, a Calvin Johnson style play. But so yeah, that's where Ben Johnson needs to step it the fuck up. He's a great mind. He could be a genius. He'd be a prodigy all he wants. But if you have certain tendencies, that are if us as fans pick up on it, the people who are analyzing the film on the other team are picking up on it because there are billions.
People who are paid to do it.
Yeah, they have a lot more knowledge.
Right.
They'll be like, they're looking at it like you see his foot whenever his foot's lined up like this and cocked to the left at a fucking angle right here. He's gonna like they know these fucking things that we don't even know. So if we're calling it out, what are they doing?
Well, like the tendency of how you see them lined up on that particular play. Like the running back was practically standing up in the backfield. So you know his ass wasn't running. This was no kind of a run play action kind of play. You knew he was going to go out for a dig. So what the hell? And then this is the whole thing with all the receivers in the end zone, man. That's just fucking ridiculous on a red zone play.
That's
just stupid shit. You're running into players.
Madden. Yeah,
that's dumb in Madden. So it's dumb in reality. So don't.
Strill, you're about to be even more pissed. Watch this. The whole reason I did these 2 sequence of plays is watch this shit. Watch this, everybody. I'll just let this run through, and you guys decide what you want to decide. Same drive.
J-Mo.
Different set. Okay.
Same drive.
They got 3
What
in
do
the
you think
box.
this play is, guys? Wait. What do you think this play is? Oops, shit.
3 in the box.
Oh
Do
my
I see
God,
a slant?
bro.
Why is everybody?
Jesus.
Why is everybody going in the end zone, dude?
What the fuck is that? I mean that was
Everybody
a
in the
touchdown,
end
right?
zone.
People in the end zone. There is
No,
5
because
people in the end zone, dude.
Reynolds caught his touchdown standing up.
That was Amon Ra.
Listen.
Yeah, he's still
I know
scored
it's
on
a
that.
touchdown, bro. I know it's a touchdown. Listen,
Well,
I
no, I see what you're
understand.
saying.
But
Is it?
fuck my guys.
I thought, okay, hold on.
You're just
Listen.
inviting more guys into the house at that point. You're saying, oh, you got to defend us. Let's run all these defenders into the play and make it congested for no fucking reason at all instead of giving people space. That's stupid.
Scott, break it down, Scott. Scott, break it down.
Because it worked so well on first down, right? You know, we ran the same basic play. We just swapped. Each guy was standing.
They got 3 in the box. Bring in a running back. Hand the ball off if you need to. Bring in J-Mo.
To tell you the truth, that play only worked because Chicago's defense sucks. That's the only reason why that play.
That's not getting by.
There's no way. There's no way if you go against a Baltimore defense and do that kind of shit that you're going to get away with that.
We're not going to get away with that with the
I
Broncos.
would like to see. I would like to see.
That too.
Right now. Boom, right now. Throw Laporta to the back pylon, bro.
Even
go back. Just see.
He had Laporta wide open.
Yeah, but the ball's already out of his hands. I think, ain't it? The ball's getting ready to leave his hands. If you
had Laporta wide
throw
open
it now,
right there.
throw it now to the outside to the back pylon, bro. Touchdown all day long.
Yeah,
I agree. No, you got some points.
It was a
right
touchdown, but still, though, it's like it's this wild to me that like.
And I get it.
This is what the fuck I'm seeing.
Right, the end zone. They say it's harder to get in the end zone because it's an additional defense. That the end zone itself, but you can't have 5 wide and them all running like BS routes, bro. I need some
pearls.
Yeah,
I think in that situation, what you need to do is you need to go with the strength of your offense. So throw a quick, 5-yard slant or something like that. If you don't get into the end zone, fine. Punish the ball into the end zone with the running backs. You got 2 capable running backs to do it. Just do that. I mean, good teams that make the playoffs and survive in the playoffs got great running games. And the Lions got great run. They just don't consistently use it like they're supposed to, and that's why I think their offense is failing. But
so, Scott, I'm gonna ask you, man, what do we need to do, man, before when we play different, man, for this offense to be defensive, man, and change so we can get this win?
Well, having our healthy offense is gonna help. I mean, healthy offensive line is gonna help. I mean, Goff and Ben Johnson need to figure out their flow a little bit. And like I said earlier, Goff needs to pass the ball more. Because it needs to benefit our run a little bit too. It needs to be like consistently adhesive with each other is what it needs to be. Because right now it's just we're getting down in games when we shouldn't. We should be scoring on drives because it's just a mess right now.
Sloppy.
John, what do you see? What do you think we need to fix for our offense to get up and going for this game to beat Denver?
Really, just the line's got to be good. We have to be solid play for the line. Jared Goff's got to be able to trust his eyes. And then really, I mean, as As long as Hutch gets help on the defensive side, we should be all right. But like Goff mainly needs to be able to trust himself. I don't think he trusts himself.
Rumble. What do you feel? What do you feel we need to do, man, for this offense to get going, man, and beat Denver?
Yeah, we need we absolutely need the players to believe in each other. This one needs to be for Dan Campbell. First of all, this game primarily. This is the, I'm gonna use a goofy Star Wars reference, man. This is the Master Jedi Knight versus the Padawan. But the players should be up to the task, man. Not only because of that, but also it being a Ford Field home game late in the season. Win number 10. I'm talking. This is to Strilla's point, one of the worst defenses in the NFL, if not the worst. He said 32. I'm pretty sure they're like 36, and there's only 32 teams in the NFL. That's how bad they are. We need to not only run the ball, but to Sky's point, I need to see some more. I need to see some air. I need to see air golf. I need him to be out there as some air golfs. He needs to have his own cleat.
You want points?
I need 40 plus points. I need Ben Johnson to go back into his laboratory and figure this out, man. We need to start letting teams know that from here on out, we're putting up 40 plus points. Stop us.
That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Skrilla, man.
What we did last year,
Skrilla, man. Skrilla, what's your point of view, man? Same question.
I think another thing that people are not looking at too, Dan Campbell, stop making stupid ass 4th down calls on our own 20.
Stop doing that. Out Dan.
Stupid shit. Somebody needs to. Like we alluded to the last show, Dan needs to be pointed out too. He's the head honcho. He needs to be pulled out. He's getting away with too much, and he's blaming the stuff all on his offensive and defensive coordinators. When you are the head coach, brother, you are the head coach. So you have to take responsibility in that kind of stuff, man. But yeah, he those kind of things, just stupid stuff. Like I said, if they could do something in the third quarter offensively, if Ben Johnson get his head out of his ass in the third quarter, and they can have better play calling, that's where I see the Lions winning this game. He needs to really change that third quarter around.
Good point.
Danny, man, same question, man. Well, we gotta get this offense to get it going. You feel me? And win this game.
Run the ball. Run the ball. This is the worst rushing defense in the NFL. 32. They're 24 versus the pass, but they're 32 versus the run. Run the ball down their fucking throats, bro. Demoralize these guys, and then you got to take care of the ball. This is the number one turnover defense in the league. They have forced, 24 turnovers. That's number one in the league. So we got to be smart with the ball, whether it's Montgomery or Gibbs or fumbles or anybody else. Obviously, Goff. Goff's got to be smart. But, yeah, this defense, it's not a good defense, but it's an opportunistic type of defense. So... And they've got they rank pretty high in pressures, though. They do get up the field towards quarterback. They do pressure the quarterback quite a bit. So our O-line's got to play well, and Goff's got to be smart. That's it. If we play our game, we should have no problem with these guys. Our game is running the ball.
Burst, I'm gonna ask you the same question. I'm gonna switch off to the defense, man. What we got to do for his offense to get going, man, and that's beat Denver.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of it. So it'd just be a lot of rinse and repeat. But to Day-Day's point, running the ball is what we want to choose because if we look at this defense, they have some studs back there. They have some guys I wouldn't mind playing on our defense, So yeah, you take away your enemies. Yeah. Yep, exactly, sir. Yeah, man. It's almost like you got to keep them at their disadvantage. I mean, that's football. So I do believe in that. If the run isn't working, what you have to do is, in the same way that the run opens up the pass, people fail to realize that the pass opens up the run. You throw a couple deep routes to J-Mo, you get those linebackers. Just watch the play. This is how I watch football. I look at the defense, and I look at how close their linebackers are against our offense. And if they're creeped up, they know it's a run. So you gotta move the linebackers back, right, and leave it up to the offensive line to open up gaps. You do that. That's the point of it. But so run. But if the run doesn't work, don't wait till the third and fourth quarter to start passing when it's obvious. You have to switch to it and say, well, the pass will open up the run. So that's the key to winning, in my opinion.
Y'all all gave good points, man. Hey, I think all y'all hit the nail on the coffin, man, for sure. Let's get on to this defense, man. First thing, let's talk about this defense, man. Jerry Jacobs need bench, man. Put somebody else out there, man. Like, what are y'all doing? What do y'all see out here, man? Like, what do we need to do on this defense, man? Because, like, that cornerback position, man, is a problem, man. So, what do y'all think? We should bench Jacobs, go with Lucas, go with the dude that just came from the Bears, or go with Gilmore? Data, I'm gonna start off with you, man.
Unfortunately, man, I think we got to stick with him. I mean, we don't really have much choice at the moment. I mean, me and Scott talked about earlier week. You could put Melifonwu out there instead of having him on the inside, but man, right now, unfortunately, Jerry Jacobs really is our best option in CB2.
Skrilla, what you think, man?
Unfortunately, Day-Day, I don't see
Jerry
it that
Jacobs,
way.
keep Jerry Jacobs out there, man.
I wouldn't keep Jerry Jacobs out there to save my fucking life. Okay, I would. Gilmore, let Gilmore get out there. He needs game experience. The dude has the hots for routes and checking down on receivers. He has the ball skills. That needs to be put to work. Again, this is the Lions organization that wants to keep people all coddled and stuff like that. Lucas is even a better choice, and I don't even like Lucas that much. But any of those three out there to me would be better than Jerry Jacobs. Your defensive backs right now are your stronghold of this team because obviously your defense is not, your front four is not getting to the quarterback. Hutchinson's doing everything he can, and 50% of the time he's getting held anyway. So, but we're not going to go into that because the refs suck. But the linebackers are sturdy, but they're not anything to be impressed by. They get beat by tight ends on a regular basis. So, that's always been a Detroit Lion defense tradition anyway. But the secondary is where we need to come in and get strength. That's where our strength lies, in that secondary, because they got to learn to hold the ball, make sure that, they're watching the receivers down the field, and they'll be fine. But Jerry Jacobs is not that guy. He is not that guy. I'd rather go with somebody off the field, off the bench.
Well, I thought he was going to say off the street, but
yeah, that too.
With him. Yeah, man, we need to try something, man. It's not working with him over there. Put him in a position again, like we pointed out earlier, man. Confidence. I just see a guy who's not completely confident. Yeah, once he got those picks early in the season, you saw the confidence. You saw him out there high-fiving and yeah. But I just think his confidence after seeing himself get beat by Metcalf and some of these other guys. So it's time to switch him out, man. Like, just put fresh blood in there. Somebody who's like not only itching for the opportunity, but is like more fresh. They're not, their mental's not, jarred from getting beat. But yeah, and obviously give that player that you put over there, right? Obviously give that player you put over there, give him help over the top, but obviously you're going to want to disguise it as well, man. Even if you got to put Jack Campbell, slide him over to that side a little bit, make it sexy, make it look like you're not, you know what I mean? Just you can disguise your coverages. You don't have to just be like, oh, okay, it's 1-on-1. I think we could benefit from that a little bit, but yeah, man, I think Jacobs, maybe he'll see some playing time, but he's not going to get those premier CB2 reps. He'll be, come in and give the guy a breather that's playing out there. But yeah, we definitely need to figure that out.
Birdsong, before I get to you, man, I gotta get to something in the comments. He said 9-8 coming again. Shaking my head. I don't see that coming. What about y'all? Do y'all see that coming?
No, that ain't coming.
No, not after this weekend. I don't see it. I think these boys are going to be
even if they don't win this game or the Dallas game. they're still going to beat Minnesota twice because Minnesota's like right down the drain right now. So that's 2 games right there.
Hell yeah, they don't even know what they're doing with the Pastronaut.
Yeah.
The Josh Allen era is over.
So to Rumble's point, he made a very great underrated statement right there. Is players do become like compromised psychologically, right? And you have to find a way to get those guys out, right? And I'm going to root for Gilmore because what I've seen in the preseason, right? He has it. And you know what else he has? He has winning in his blood, right? He has a person in his ear who's top of the line, who's going to tell him what it is. He's learned from this. He's been taught these things you get taught as a rookie from his family, even when he's in college, right? Yeah. So I think that you give him time to implement that, but he showed his worth. I would rather see him in there. And if he starts getting fucked up, I guess you bring Jacobs in there, but you gave him a time to, 1, decompress psychologically, right? And 2, and maybe he'll have like that hero role coming out of him. Like, oh, well, somebody else is fucking up too. So all eyes ain't on me. Maybe I do, and he gets out there and he plays better. But yeah, no, I wouldn't put Jacobs in there. I would take a shot. Lucas, he's made some plays, but he's also seemed a little overhyped for me. I would like to see Gilmore out there and to see what the fuck he can bring when he's on a team.
Lucas is a special teams player. That's
so you telling me I'm gonna bring this to a battle. So you telling me you're gonna replace an undrafted free agent and put another undrafted free agent in there, and things are going to change?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that, like he said, he's psychologically compromised right now. So why continue the experiment when you can say, fuck it, well, we'll go to this other experiment. We're not going to be crazy over here. Let's see if this guy has been soaking up shit. He played well. Let's see how he does in a real game. And we know that he comes from a family, right? And most of the time when you see players and their juniors or their brothers or their whatever, they're pretty much on the same page. They sit across the dinner table and they talk about this. They don't hold secrets back from each other.
Oh, yeah, they call after the game and talk about it. Right.
So who the fuck did Jacobs learn from? Right? Let's see, like who is in his ear when he's down. See if Gilmore goes down through a psychological slope, is it his cousin or is his brother? It's
brother.
It's his brother.
It's his brother. So his brother's definitely going to be in his ear saying, dude, fuck that bullshit. Don't be a soft motherfucker.
Even at the preseason game, his brother was talking to him about his game. So
yeah, you're a Gilmore, bro. You better not play like no bitch. Like that type of confidence that could be reinstilled, but nobody's able to pull that back out of Jacobs. So he's already compromised. That project is out of here. He played well for a few games. It's time to move on, and let's see if another medicine takes care of this cold,
Hey, you just convinced me. I ain't gonna lie. Sky, man. Same question, man. Is it Jacobs? Is it Von Moore, Gilmore, or Lucas?
I see. The crazy thing is that I like Jerry, but it's just like he literally cannot. He is too fucking slow. I mean, that's just what it is. He cannot cover anybody across the field. He cannot cover anybody deep. They literally run right past him. So something has to change. Something.
What do you think that change need to be? You and John, what do y'all think that change needs to be?
I don't know.
If Jerry Jacobs ain't the answer, what's the answer?
I don't know. You cycle through fucking corners until you find one that doesn't get fucking torched.
What about throwing Branch out there? I know he's a little undersized, man, but I mean, he's a dog. He's a dog, bro.
But Branch never played on the outside.
Yeah,
that's his thing. He's always
even
in college.
I don't want him out. I would want that
you're right.
on the outside, bro. He's a beast on the inside.
But he's a dog, and he could jam some motherfuckers up.
Yeah.
I'd rather sign somebody else. I'd rather sign Peters off the fucking street.
John, what is your answer,
That's
man?
the truth,
What is your
man.
answer, man? Since you and Sky don't think Jerry Jacobs is the answer, man, please, John, tell me, what is your what if you had an answer to this, what would be your answer?
No, I agree with Skyler. Like, same thing. It's like you gotta, at this point, like, we know that Jerry Jacobs is just a liability on the field. He's a liability. So you gotta cycle it through. Whether it's Gilmore, somebody else has to be able to fill that position. Now, if we have to have him out there, like, we gotta have him out there. But you have to find somebody else, find something new. That's
Something's got to change.
Something's got to change because we've seen it for too long now. What's this going on? What, a year and a half now?
He can't cover
About a
people
year.
off the field, man. It's just it's impossible with him. He doesn't do it. Can't do it.
Well, in that comment, if you can run that comment back real fast, that last guy, not the one before that, he made a point. He's talking about how they had already spoke about, well, it was AG spoke about Jacobs getting reduced time, you know, and I believe Woodward did a segment on it, and they asked, is he going to be benched? So I did see something today about that. If I could piggyback off of them, that comment right there kind of hit the nail on the head, like we say. But yeah, I think we do have to pay attention that even coaches are kind of hinting at the fact that he might be reduced. So
he needs, but here's the thing: the time thing. Like, what the fuck does that mean? He's still, as soon as they see him out on the field, he's getting attacked.
They're going to him, right? Yeah,
I wouldn't split time.
That's why I feel it would be interesting to see if Vildmore starts or Jacob starts. That's what if I understand if the Lions are serious about this situation, Vildor will start first.
Facts.
Yeah, and
I agree with you.
You think they come right out and bench Jerry straight up?
I mean, I'm telling you, if Jerry Jacobs down there, just like Strilla said, like you're gonna see within the first 3 minutes of that fucking drive that they're gonna go right after Jerry. They're gonna shift or they're gonna kill something, and Sutton's gonna go to the other side to where Jerry Jacobs is, and they're just gonna attack his ass.
Yeah. They're gonna do it just like a substitution. They're gonna attack the cold player. And Peyton, I mean, you got to think the coach on the other side of the ball is very intelligent, so he's gonna realize, oh, they don't have confidence in this fucking kid. I'm gonna attack his ass. So yeah, if you're gonna rotate anybody in, Vilmore and Gilmore, and just bring those guys in. Don't bring Jacobs on that fucking field. Let him sit a game and let him get his mind straight. Plus, they're not holding any coordinators or coaches accountable like when they did last year, right? When they fired Boy. They're not doing that. So, of course, they would take a player off the field. At the very least, you got to make an example somewhere, and Jacobs is the best place to start.
And the best place to sub Jacobs right now is where Brian Branch is playing, in that slot. Get him close to the line. Blitz him.
No, he was horrible in the slot.
Put him in the slot.
He was horrible.
No, blitz him. Blitz, but you have to blitz him. He has to get some kind of action to where he gets his confidence back. So if you're gonna bring him in, put him in there a play or two. But you can't just have him out there on that island by himself. I'm sorry. I'd rather him get close to the ball so he can go in there and hopefully disrupt or blitz or hit, maybe even hit Russell Wilson and get up and go, okay, I can still play football again. I need him to get his confidence back, man, because these last few weeks he's been playing like he's just like
had his chance. He's had his chance.
It's not even been the last 3 weeks. It's been 4 weeks, and I'm gonna tell you, all these drives that they go down the field and score, when they pass the ball, what side of the field they go to?
Yeah, Jacobs.
Jerry Jacobs side. Every time they score first, every time these teams are scoring first on us, they're going to Jerry Jacobs side when they're passing. So he is a liability. And if Vildor doesn't start, I would be very much surprised because it don't take a smart coach to figure that shit out after 3 or 4 games. Oh, we're gonna throw it to Jerry. Yeah, of course you're gonna throw it at Jerry if he's starting. They've been doing it all the time. So they just can't start him. They can't start him.
No, he's in the same. He's Harris. He's the same player pretty much. He's Harris.
Whoa! Say that
right now. He's Harris right now. They're in the same basket right now. You're not performing. You've had enough chances to do whatever. I don't need you out on the field gaining your confidence back. I need you to get your ass whooped and you sit in the fucking room and think about what you did. And then you need to take it upon yourself and practice and get better. And then once you start making some fucking plays, then it's like you're going to come out there and rotate in. And then prove it to me, because then they're going to target you. Get a fucking pick. Because if not, if you can't even handle that when you know they're coming towards you, the fuck you going to do trying to read coverage out there on the fly? That's my opinion.
For you to compare my man Jerry Jacobs to Will Harris, man, you get one of these.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Hey, they're in the same boat right now. Hold on. Let me ask you.
We don't do that.
I think you're both correct.
Can we get a ding, ding, ding right now? Hold on.
Mask off.
Ding, ding, ding right now.
Jacobs takes his mask off.
Take it.
We get a ding, 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 ding,
We're going to
ding,
get the
ding,
first ding right now. Hold on. We're going to get a first ding, ding, ding. And it's going to be just a quick question and answer to you, right? So, Harris is on the field. What do offenses do?
Go to him.
Attack him.
Go to him.
Jacobs is on the field. What do offenses do to him?
Throw to
Go to
him.
him.
You want this ding ding ding. You want this ding ding ding. You want this ding ding ding. You want
But
this
you
ding,
know what the
ding,
bad
ding.
thing about this whole thing is? You know what the bad thing about this whole the defense coordinator, whoever, the cornerbacks coach, they love both of them. Jerry Jacobs is this good. He's just having a downtime. Will Harris is good. He's a very man. If you don't shut the fuck up with that bullshit and sit both their asses down, put some real people in there. I'm tired of it. This is what I'm not liking about this Lions regime. They sit there and they protect these sorry ass players, and these sorry ass players got to realize they're sorry ass players. Either you go to a different team and rejuvenate your career, or sit your ass down somewhere. That's all I got to say.
Or at
with
least
that.
in practice.
I'll Jeff Okuda. He's balling down in Atlanta.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna get to one of my favorite
all year.
segments, man.
Man.
We're gonna get one of my favorite segments, man. Y'all feel me? Yeah, I mean, I think the people will get to like this too, man. It's called "Tell Me How You Seen Them." You feel me? Like we got players on this team that's on the team, but they're not on the team. Daddy, I'm gonna let you start it off, man. Like, tell me how you seen them, Daddy.
Well, this week it's not a player I'm giving it to. I'm giving it to Ben Johnson. I need to see some play. I need to see some play calls, some aggressive play calls this week. I need to see this offense get back to humming because our O-line is finally healthy. So this week it's Ben Johnson.
Oh, hey, you got Ben Johnson on here, man. All right, Ben Johnson,
So
man, we're looking for you, man.
Day, if you were Ben Johnson's conscience, what would be on your mind right now?
I better not fuck up. I better not fuck up. I gotta open up the playbook, man. Chargers job just opened up. I gotta open up the playbook.
Absolutely, man. Hey, so let's talk about something, man. Now we got the Jerry Jacobs situation, man. Let's talk about what do y'all expect, man, from Hutchinson in this D-line this game, man. Scott, man, I'm gonna let you go last because I know you're gonna pull up some some Scott Rogers Russo. Rumble, you first, man. What are you expecting from Hutchinson in this defense, man?
Maybe get some batted balls. If you can't get to the quarterback, affect the quarterback, affect his throws. Maybe if you can't tackle, like hold the guy long enough to where another player can come help you gang tackle. I just need to see more of something from that D line. Batted balls, just disrupt them, man. Make it uncomfortable. If you can't get to the QB, affect the game any way you can. Please limit the penalties, but just affect it any way you can, man.
Skrilla, man, what are you expecting from this D line, man? Aiden Hutchinson in this D line.
Well, last week they did a pretty good job. They got 3 sacks. So they're the D line is they need to get Houston back, which I hear he's coming back probably last 2 games. They need to put my man Urban in there. Urban is a difference maker I see on that defensive linebacker core. They just need to get something going. Last week they did a pretty good job. They did, AG was being aggressive on the front line. He was doing a lot of stunts. Something that I saw against Green Bay the first time they played. The second time I didn't see any of that, which I don't understand, but whatever. We're going to go past that. But he addressed the front line last week. I think they're going to be fine. I'm not even going to say anything about Aiden Hutchinson. He made that one mistake. Players make mistakes. I'm not worried about that. Aiden Hutchinson is a monster. He's a go-getter. He'll do his thing. So I'm not worried about Aiden Hutchinson. I am worried about the refs calling him like 500 times for a hold, not calling him for a hold on him. But that's the refs for you. But anyway, yeah, I think the defensive line will play.
Larson, man, what are you seeing, man? What are you expecting from Aiden Hutchinson, this defensive line this game?
First, I'll touch on the Irving situation. They had to keep him back. They didn't want to elevate him again because then they'd be forced to pay him. They'd have to force to keep him on the team because I believe that'd be his 4th time coming back or some or however many times. You can't elevate players, something like that. So
3 times, I think Houston, it is. Yeah.
With Houston coming back, you gotta budget that out. And I'd rather have Houston come back and all this shit. So there's other moves to be made. Aiden, One thing I have to say to this motherfucker, I love Aiden to death. Michigan fan of the heart. You're not fucking Barry Sanders. Don't worry about being so professional and handing the ball. When you're getting held, you're not LeBron James flopping. Put your fucking hand up and be like, motherfucker. Like, these are legitimate holds. Now, I can see if they were bullshit holds, but you need to be more vocal out there. If you're getting held every single time, you need to flail, you need to drag, you need to get dirty, push the motherfucker off, make it so
Send them in acting classes.
Yeah, well, at least make that, because even if you have to do one thing that might cost you a couple yards, by he's holding you the fucking bam and Dominican Sue style, get some shit, because the rest are now going to be paying attention. Are you going to do some fuckery? And they're going to see that hold more. They're going to see, hey, I'm not going to be passive. I'm not Barry Sanders. I'm not like, well, it's just how the chips fall, so I'm going to be professional. Fuck that shit. So I need that from Aiden. And then to Rumble's point, I believe he said, if you can't get there and make the play, put your fucking hands up. Put your hands up and try to deflect the fucking ball. That's all I need from all the defenders. Is if you're not getting there, I need you hopping up. I need you giving shitty angles to that quarterback. You see where his hips are positioned. You see where he could throw. And if he throws it at a different angle, it's going to be weaker. You understand. If the quarterback's doing that, put your fucking hands up. So just fundamentals. And also, Aiden, you have permission to be a quote-unquote diva. Fucking, he's holding you, flail, because you're going to get more calls than you're getting now.
Day, same question, man. What are you seeing from Aiden Hutchinson in this defense this week, man?
Can they get off the bus? Can the D-line get off the bus? Can they show up? They're not here. They ain't been playing well either. I just want to see them make a play, man. Get in the pass, like somebody said earlier. Get in the passing lanes. Even if you can't get there, make a play on the ball. Affect the play somehow. Don't just give the quarterback not only a clean pocket, but a clean lane to throw the ball. You know, you gotta do something to get this quarterback. You gotta get something to get Wilson off his spot, bro. Wilson's actually having a pretty decent year this year. So
yes, he is.
Yeah, it's not like vintage Russ, but it's good enough.
It's good enough, Russ.
Yeah, their offense isn't. I mean, the greatest. They're actually not a very good offense really at all, but Russ can make some plays on you. So you have to be able to affect him.
Yeah, they're ranked 25th total yards.
I need our defense to play like we played the Packers in their last game, man, like our season was on the line. That's what I need. But, hey, Sky, John, let us know, man. What are y'all expecting from this D-line? Hutchinson, man.
I just need to see people win their one-on-one battles. Like, we already know Hutch is going to get double teamed. I need everybody else to be able to win that one-on-one battle.
Sky, you want to break it down to us? You want to pop the screen on there?
Yeah, 100%. So this actually is funny that we're talking about the defensive line, because this kind of goes into what we were talking about earlier about Jerry Jacobs too. So it's kind of 2-in-1 combo. If you watch the defensive line here, man, it's a struggle. Hutch gets chipped, and then I think he gets chipped by both tight ends, and then he goes 1-on-1 with the tackle, and you'll see. And then you'll also watch Jerry get fucking just manhandled. I mean, he's on him, but no problem.
No, he fucked up right there. He fucked up right there. And that's Jerry Jacobs' guy, ain't it? The fuck it is.
Your boy Jerry.
Break it down, Sky. Show us, talk about it. What are we seeing right here?
Well, I mean, you're seeing a lot of things. I mean, you're seeing our defensive line not penetrating whatsoever. Hutch is getting chipped, so he's late. He gets past the ends after getting chipped. He's actually the one that creates a little bit of pressure, but it's too late already. You're seeing, let's see here. Let's back it up a little bit. You're gonna watch Jerry Jacobs down here. Right off the line.
Who's he on? Is he on like Wicks or something like that?
No, that's Dobbs.
That's Dobbs.
And watch his push off. Oh, yeah. Why are you pushing him that way so he gets more leverage to go on the inside?
He's already got you beat a step. Now you gave him 2 steps to beat you.
Right, exactly. You're pushing him into his route. That's just dumb.
He's already behind.
Already. That push put him behind.
Love could throw the ball
like
right
it's
now.
like that meme. At this point.
Yeah.
It was at this point that he knew he fucked up.
It was at this point, Rumble. He knew he fucked up.
What was his goal there? He was trying to jam him at the line, but again,
that's not how you jam. You don't
fundamental.
It was late.
No, never. That's
there was no press coverage. He went to go reach and grabbed air.
Let's see his line. Let's see it one more time. Bring it back to the line of scrimmage one more time. Let's
he did put hands on him, but he put hands on him where he pushed him to the.
Look, he's already
pushed the player on the inside.
I don't know if any of you guys. I don't know if any of you guys ever boxed before, but look at his leg. Look at his outside leg to his. He's already in the
he wasn't ready for that either.
Watch that left arm like bats both of Jerry's arms like in a direction where he just full body whiffs. Watch. Pull up.
But he's still got an arm in on the side. See, he's still pushing him on the side. With that,
but Jerry's also he's an outside coverage. So anywhere the inside's already given up. He's an outside coverage, but as he's pushing down, he should be pushing down the line of scrimmage.
He wanted the inside,
but he couldn't because
Anzalone should have cleaned him
up. He had no leverage. His legs aren't under him.
Like,
right. Well, the linebackers weren't even expecting that. That's
Anzalone should.
He's 5'10" and a half.
Can we just talk about how long it took Charles Harris to get to the?
If he's going to press. If he's going to press, he should press him to the outside, change his route. Right. That's what he should have done.
Right, but he never got the chance to get head up.
There
was no head up. It was like,
he wasn't set. He wasn't even set before that play.
He lost at the stop.
Look where he's at on the numbers.
He's too busy.
Outside shoulder.
He's outside shoulder because look, he's inside the 30 right here. He's on the 30.
Yeah,
so he's
and that's what I said.
He's splitting him in half. Yeah, you're right.
No, yeah. If he automatically lost off rip, and this is where you learn when it comes to boxing. If you ever boxed before, you understand that when somebody has that leg on the inside, right? They can swing out. So check this out. He's lost right here. There's no way he could jam him. What he needs to do is be more squared on him, because even if he's committed to running that inside, and you can't necessarily push him outside, you still have 5 yards of contact to slow him down.
Is he playing him to the inside? Is that why he's lined up like that?
Right.
Yeah, Jerry's got his eyes in the backfield.
Right, but he's in outside. He's in outside coverage, so he's shading the outside shoulder. He's never meant to be in head up, because if you look at the top, he's also in outside coverage or over the outside shoulder.
Then why did you try to jam him off rip? If that wasn't
that's the problem with what I have with this whole situation. He should have never even tried to lay hands on him. He should have just turned his hips and fucking ran.
Right.
Ran with him.
There should have been no press here. There should have just open the hips and run with him. Get in his back pocket and just sit.
You're not
I think Jacob's first read here is to play the run. I do. I think Jerry's meant to play the run here, and I think the probably.
I think he's trying to give us 17.
Right. This is a passing down.
Yeah, and
look
even
at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
Right, yeah.
Right into the backfield.
But
it
depends.
But we're Jerry Jacobs' problem.
Right, he's an off-man coverage. So in off-man coverage, yes, you're staring at the man, but in off-man coverage, you were watching the quarterback at all times too. You were still man-to-man with your guy, but you were still watching the quarterback. You're not supposed to be watching the quarterback, but obviously Jerry gets caught looking in the backfield. That's his problem. He's looking right at Love's face right now. Like, hey, he should be trying to get in front of Dobbs, but he's not.
He's a yard too close to the sideline.
Yeah, he's not set.
You finished that. You finished that a yard closer to the center, and you have a better because he's obviously his assignment was some type of jam right there because he touched him off rip. So you just be on the inside, the fundamentals, So he fucked up.
And Anzalone too, man.
Yeah.
Anzalone's got to pick up on that too, man. Like your middle linebacker, as soon as you see that guy get beat, some kind of communication, slow that guy down. You get 5 yards. So if he's at the 3 yard mark, you can kind of bump him to kind of slow him down, like right there.
Let's see where Anzalone goes, though.
Yeah, but
he went straight down, but you have to. Right, there has to be some kind of communication because at this point, Anzalone can see the inside of. You could see his jersey number on the front of his jersey.
Jacobs, but his Anzalone's probably his key is the running back here. So
right,
his peripherals are not.
That's
his
peripherals.
He's not. Jerry's supposed to be doing his job that Anzalone's not worrying about him. But obviously,
Right.
you know, Jerry can't do his job.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. I'm film. Yeah.
And you got to think about.
I like that point.
I
like that point that I think he was supposed to. I think Jerry's intentions were fine, but his actions were sucky. So he was supposed to let Dobbs inside. He was playing Dobbs to the inside because that's where Dobbs' route goes. But don't touch him then. To that point. Right. Don't touch him. Just let him go.
He should have never reached the press. You should just get in his hip and run with him.
Look, you know you got to run. Like,
if
what
your
the
job is press, though, square up to the corner and push him off his route. I don't understand.
I think
why
Leo's absolutely right. He can't play that receiver first.
No, he's watching the run and the
run first.
He's but right there,
he's literally keying the running back.
Look at that right here.
He's ready to sprint to the sideline. Like
that's 4 yards. But look, we've seen linebackers put hands on him.
Yep, he's got him.
He got 4 yards.
Yep. He's got
he's playing the screen hard as fuck right now.
Yeah,
and I think the biggest thing is you have to pay attention. Even at that, when his numbers are turned at him, he has a blind spot. He's not seeing any of that shit. And he's
why the hell it take Hutch so goddamn long to get to his tackle too? Shit.
He got chill.
Yeah, Hutch got chipped by a tight end.
Watch.
He got chipped.
Watch. There's one.
Bink.
One.
There's two. He beats his guy before everybody else.
And was Mac in on that play? Was that Mac that was 1-on-1 with a man? Was that Mac? Yeah, and didn't he have like leverage on him at one point too? The dude was over his shoulders. So let's watch that.
Aleem was getting held. Oh my God, Aleem was getting held. Oh, Aleem was held like a motherfucker.
That's a stalemate. That's all. That is on Aleem to try to get the holding call.
That guy fucking mugs him. Look at that. He's holding the shit out of his ass.
I understand that, but Aleem needs to sell that shit.
Fall down in that position. You're not getting
when you're getting held like this. Okay, when you're a professional athlete, all the good players know when you're in chokehold position, you fall in chokehold position. You do the swirly move. You do fall. Dude, like you're dead. The play's dead. You're not getting the Jordan Love, dude. He's bear hugging you.
I mean, all that's well and good in fairy tale land, but you know who's got to make that play? Who's got to make that call? The motherfuckers in the back wearing the stripes, and you know damn well this is the Lions, and we don't never get no damn calls, and that's just a fact. So they can do all that performing and shit all they want. It doesn't mean it's going to get called. It's just going to get looked at. And next time when he goes in there to get horse collared and he takes out somebody's head, then we'll get called for that.
We'll get caught for the most biased offense, even with like Patrick Mahomes on the most biased ref calling situations. If he falls right here, pay attention. If he falls right here, what's Jordan Love going to do? He's going to climb up in the pocket and he's going to try to pick up some yards. If he's stepping over the defender that was held, I mean, even in the shittiest called games, that's thrown. Even when you're favored, that's a flag that's thrown. You have to do it. You know, you have to sell it more. You have to put pressure on these refs to make calls.
You're dealing with the 2023 referees, so they have to call a lot of shit. And they never call nothing.
Yeah, but you can't be complacent and say, "I'm going to let you just keep putting it in my ass."
Well, that's true.
Bullshit. But yeah, let's bring it back to Jerry Jacobs. That motherfucker sucks.
Hey,
we can agree on
play
that.
corner better than Jerry Jacobs right now.
Right, we can all do that.
I don't know about that. I'm out.
I'm not in shape.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say nothing about that.
No, I'm not.
I might be able to cover it now.
I might be able to jam him better than Jerry Jacobs.
Look, same thing. Get
I can jam him there.
I could probably
jam him. Bro. I'm gonna interrupt
you up.
You're not
Go ahead, Scott. One more play. You said same thing.
Yes,
no. What I'm saying is that what are we like? Why are we doing this?
Pascal should have cut faster, but yeah. Look at the Kaminsky's push though. Look at Kaminsky's push. Kaminsky had a
Jacobs on
that
Jerry
island. Jacobs on Walker.
Yeah,
I mean Chris or whatever his name.
And flip flops and tank tops.
Watson.
Man,
yeah.
Jerry got beat back-to-back plays. I forgot.
Back plays, bro.
Boom, boom, boom.
Go home.
Did the same thing. Now that time it was a little bit better push off, but he doesn't have. I don't know what he's doing.
Dude did a swim move right through the push off. He swimmed off his push off and ran right past him. That wasn't a good push off.
He called him little man.
Look at
Yeah,
Aleem, though.
He did it better than he did
Get
the
your
other
little
one. He
hands
still
off
got
me,
beat.
bro. Like,
Why
little ass
is he
dude.
getting
Like,
bullied?
get your hands up off me, little ass dude. Go ahead, Scott. Run the play. Run it back from the line of scrimmage, bro. Look how he do this so quick. Get your hands up off me, little ass dude, and run right past him.
I'm tired of seeing this massacre with Jacobs.
Look, get your hands up off me, little ass dude.
Oh,
And take this picture.
he took his
Look
candy.
look where the quarterback's looking. He ain't even looking at no other receiver in this pass.
No other play. Get your hands, little ass dude, and run past you. Hey, give me the ball.
He looked before he snapped the ball. He looked over there.
Yeah,
he in the basketball stands.
23
This is
is
exactly
correct.
the reason why they come down there and score like that.
Yeah, but this is Tracy Walker's fault, right?
Offenses are always going to try Jerry Jacobs.
He got his man.
He's got his guy in the bottom.
Yeah, I know, but that's the sarcasm.
Where's Kirby,
like,
bro?
we got this guy
Kirby
benched.
played the
We got
underneath.
this guy on the fucking field somehow.
Kirby at the top with a guy.
Yeah, Kirby.
It's
Kirby,
man coverage.
Kirby played.
It can't be. It's his man coverage. If you look
He's
across the
not-
board,
Kirby's not a man
It's
coverage.
man coverage.
It's single high.
Yeah, single high safety. Kirby.
My bad,
played
single high.
Instead of the over top with Watson.
Hey, Kirby came down. He just came down the pinch on the crossing route, which
Mhm.
I mean that's what you do as a safety. That
He was beat right here.
one-on-one on the
Yeah,
outside.
he was beat off the
one-on-one on the
pass.
outside.
He put his
I
hand
told
up
you,
like,
Love
hey.
didn't even hesitate. He was looking over there the whole time. He said, "I don't have a first or second. I don't have a second or third receiver to go to. He's got it."
Didn't need
He
it.
put his hand up like Moss.
Didn't need it.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm open.
he sucks though. That's the point. Look at the defensive line right here, though. Look at the defensive line. Just do a freeze frame every couple frames and watch how they get off. Look at Kaminsky, right? Watch this. Just watch how he comes off.
Boom. Damn,
He's
Charles Harris
pushing.
so slow.
Yeah.
Oh my bad. I was on
Well,
mute. Look at he got bullied off the fucking line.
But let me
he
tell you the
hesitated.
reason why. Let me tell you the
He was
reason why
big, motherfucker. You gotta
defensive
do
line doesn't look great on that, because Love knew where he was going to and he threw it immediately. That was a quick pass. So if anybody that was focused on Jerry Jacobs is the asshole, okay? Because
but
he
if
didn't
coverage
cover
was
his
better,
guy
they
well
could-
enough. Right. If his coverage was better, they would have got to Love. Look, because they got the pocket, they would have just closed that pocket in on him.
I don't know if
But
they
Love
would
was
have got
like,
to
"Fuck
him
that."
like that. But look at Aleem getting bullied out the 20. Look at him. What
Mm.
you ain't moved a fucking. You're barely moving in. And
Man, we
Kaminsky
seen
had
that
a
earlier in the
bro.
season with Benito Jones.
He
Too.
said hut, and that's where he stood too. Hut. That's it. He didn't go.
But look at the
nowhere.
coverage, and I'm saying, look at the
Yeah,
coverage on
wow.
that play. You had this receiver bracketed by a linebacker, a corner, and a safety. You had the safety in the bottom. You had the corner in the top with Sutton. They had everybody covered except Watson, because Jacobs is an ass.
And who's their best receiver on the Packers?
Wow, man,
Why the fuck? Well, why the fuck is a guy like Jacobs even in the same side of the fucking field as this fucking guy? I get it; they can shift, but I don't fucking get it. Again, this is
My other thing about this too,
terrible.
to your point, is why is Kirby? I know he's got to help here, but like, why the fuck is Kirby not helping when we know?
single high.
When we know, I know, but he chooses to watch the help.
Right, yeah. He chooses to come down on the dig and bracket.
Yeah.
When he should have just went over the
He
top.
should have went here.
Now, see, a safety's
To
supposed
be
to look
fair,
at the quarterback.
No,
Well,
I
to be fair, he
understand
had
that.
a
But what I'm
valid-
saying,
But
is,
he's not looking at the quarterback. He's looking at the play and develop in front of him. He's not looking at the quarterback, because if he looked at the quarterback, he should have picked that off. There was
the dude
nobody
does have
on
a
him.
step on bro, so he kind of did. You can't blame him for that. He had his eyes on the inside because bro was getting beat. Look at it. He had a step on him, so he made the right play, but he shouldn't have to make up for this guy's fucking
Yeah,
incompetence.
but look at the linebacker. Where's the
Yeah.
linebacker?
he's doing it
Right
the whole
there,
time.
in the
He
middle.
turns his hips inside to
Right.
bracket. He
And then you got
Linebacker
Barnes.
Wow.
Barnes is in
Right
what's
there.
that called? Spy. He in spy. He watching the quarterback.
Use
but
your
is he
eyes. though.
spying past
You
the?
sure he's a
Right,
spy?
use your
Because,
eyes.
the Lions don't like
Look,
using
look
spies.
at the way as he's turned. Look at the way he is turned.
Right. Yeah.
He's literally already
Hips,
bracketing this.
Or hips out.
Yeah, he's looking.
his
Look at where he's
hips are to
looking
that
though.
left side.
He's looking at the
Right.
play to his left
I
side.
agree.
He's not looking
Right.
at the
Right.
quarterback.
His hips are open to that left
Because he's here. He's playing
sideline.
here. He's bracketing this
Right.
inside route right here. He sees it coming. He's trying to make that play. But he doesn't see this guy getting torched because he's staring this down. So he's fucking this not. He's not seeing Jerry get fucking lit up.
See you later.
Yup.
Bye.
And Love read that.
But
if you don't
still-
think Love read that, then that's he read that. He's seen his hips was
Great throw
turned
by
out,
Love.
and he knows that the
Kirby.
weak side's over there. So
Love didn't give a shit about that play. He didn't
No,
give a
dude,
fuck
that's
about the
no
damn
more.
safeties. He didn't give about nothing. He knew Jerry Jacobs was on Watson, and he knew he was going to get that
yeah,
connection.
yeah.
Hey,
But
that's
it
all
was
there
even
was to
more
it.
confirmation when he's looking
Giving up
free
4 or 5
snapping
inches
his
right there. Like I'm throwing the Jerry Jacobs too.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, he also knew that there was not going to be any help because of those hips being turned. So that does.
I don't
that,
even
he
think-
reads that pre-play. He's like, oh,
I
fuck,
really don't think.
got you.
I really don't think Love gave a damn on that play because I didn't see Love look at nowhere else but Watson that whole fucking time. He wasn't looking at no safeties. He was looking at Watson. He said, "Oh, he's got that fool on him. I got this," and he threw the ball. And like
So
I said,
I gotta-
Kirby would have played that if he would have looked at the quarterback instead of looking to his left. He would have saw that immediately and would have played that. Kirby is good at that. He likes taking good angles on interceptions. If you ever noticed that, that's when he's playing his best football.
That's just
So I got
exhibit A on it.
this is our last question before we get into the final thoughts, man. And I know, let me take my glasses off because I know people in the chat. I know Rumble. I know Skrilla. I know Day. I know you're all about to act the fool. So let me just get prepared for it. Let me wipe my eyes. Oh, man, I really don't want to bring this up, but Aaron Glenn's game plan, man. What's his game plan, man? Y'all, what do he have to game plan?
All right. Okay. All right.
What do he have to game plan and put these players? Because he put these players in the right situation, they just don't make the plays. What do he have to do? Because he's undermanned that corner. Our top safety is out. Angeloni got that thing on his finger. He can't grip. James Houston is hurt. What did he do? Got a game plan to win this game, man. Like, and I'm gonna start off with you, Rumble, because I already know you probably gonna be on some.
Okay, here come the BS.
So,
No. In all fairness, he's got to coach. He's got to coordinate.
I see him talk. If he be on that sideline talking to his defense more than Ben Johnson or anybody else talk to their offense or other side of the ball. I'm just saying.
Doesn't mean
you need to have. You need to have. I have yet to see him break a tablet. I have yet to see him break a tablet. I have yet to see him show any kind of I need him, bro. Put your hands on these players, man, and be like, "What are you doing out there?" Like, this is as big a game for him as it is Dan Campbell, as it is this entire organization, because they come from this coaching tree of Sean Payton. So he's got to, bruh, hey, you got to play like your job is on the line this weekend. So call these plays. If your players are getting beat, yank them out, put somebody else in, man. I don't care who it is. You brought up a lot of corners earlier that were signed and who have yet to get any kind of reps. You know, maybe they sucked in practice, but maybe the game they'll actually show what you were yelling at them in practice. I need to see turnovers. If Russ is going to throw that ball, I need to see deflections. I need to see all hands on deck. I need to see more than one player go towards the ball to make a tackle, because we see our guys can't tackle. I need to see two helmets on the ball. I don't want to see no.
Rumble, it sounds like to me that you just need Aaron Glenn to suit up. It's basically what you're trying to sound like for me.
That's
what
it.
I'm saying.
Mentally, yes, I need him to suit up. Mentally,
Aaron
yes,
Jacobs spot.
Yeah.
He's got
a
put Dre Bly out there too.
Yeah, that's what I see for Rumble. Skrilla, man, what do Aaron Glenn, man, got to do? What do you got a game plan to win this game and beat this Denver Broncos offense, man?
I think the frustrating thing I have about Aaron Glenn is about his personnel decisions. When you see somebody getting their ass whipped out there in the field, take his ass off for a couple of plays, at least to, give him some mental capacity, because he's out there getting dogged. And you're going to just keep letting this dude get dogged, and it's costing us yards, it's costing us scores because you refuse to take out personnel.
That's fucking games.
You need to do that. And stop not knowing the situational football. Stop playing zone when you need to play man. Stop playing man when you need to play zone. Sometimes he gets confused by those two. Sometimes I don't understand what he's going. For the most part, he does a good job of what he's got. Aaron Glenn is good for that. But like I've been saying, the last 3 years, he's been doing the same thing. That's the problem. and we need more. We need better consistency on the defense. I don't care. I don't care what kind of players we have. Like I said, next man up. I've seen plenty of defensive coordinators, no-name defensive coordinators, put good defense together and not have a star defensive player. So it just takes fortitude. Call a good game. I think this is where the defense is going to show out, though. I really do. I think Denver is an overrated team. They've been winning games. Yeah, they beat Kansas City, but who the fuck hasn't beat Kansas City? They beat the Chargers. We beat the Chargers. Come on now.
Yeah.
They ain't really beat anybody. Think about all the teams that
points
Denver's
on
beaten. And they got their ass kicked by Miami, 70 to something. The Detroit's defense is as good or better than Miami's offense is right now. So, I mean, come on. I'm just saying.
Your spit, Strilla. I like it.
Bird song.
Hey, much love to
Hey,
Strilla right there, man. You fucking nailed it, bro. Personnel. First thing that came out your mouth. I was like, man, he said what I was going to say. Right? Personnel. Focus on your personnel, Aaron. Point blank, period. Whether that's removing players, taking them out for a couple reps, just like Strella said, he fucking nailed it. I don't have to say anymore. Personnel. Just flat out, right? And to your second point, it's like Jesus, you were talking from inside of my fucking head right there. I got to give you all the praises in the world. I said this last time. I don't know if you remember this. What did I say about him? Sometimes I'm sitting there watching him play, and I'm like, why the fuck are you playing zone coverage right now? Are you fucking stupid? Right? I'm not a fucking coordinator. How can I read this shit right now, this offense right now, right? So he has to make, and it's because he locks into a game plan too much and he doesn't make his adjustments. I think that he can continue. He could do that. But yeah, he needs to learn. Sometimes he's playing man coverage and zone on shitty plays. So you're 100% right. I'm glad you said it. I got 8 alive last time I said that shit. It was my first time on the show. I'm like, fuck. What the fuck's going on here, right? I know what I'm talking about. I'm getting ate up. But anyway.
We had to jump you in, man.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm gang right now. Jesus Christ, villain all day. But yeah. So yeah, you killed the answer right there. I believe that's what you do. Another thing is, I just have to bring it up. This goes as a whole. You're your GM, you're your head coach, you're your coordinator. You come down to that. We've mentioned this earlier. They fall too in love with players, right? And being player coaches, I think sometimes you don't want to hurt certain people's feelings by doing what's best for the team. That has to end. That has to end with Dan Campbell. He has to light a fire under Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson's ass, right? And then they need to do the same thing to the players. And it's not like a kumbaya, motherfucker. At the end of the day, this is millions of dollars. And you think I'm going to give that money in my daughter's pocket for you? Fuck that. So play better. So I think just accountability, being a little bit less friendly, and making the right calls.
We got Skrilla over here, Skrilla and Birdsong over here like this.
There we go.
That's right.
Dede, man. What do you got to see from AG, man? What do you got to see from AG, man, to get them to win this game against Denver, man, and shut down Russell Wilson, man?
Players got to make plays. Players have to make plays. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. We can sit and say, oh, well, he needs to do this and he needs to do that. He may try that, everything we say he needs to do. But if those players don't make plays, none of it matters, man.
That's true.
Like, we sit here and say he doesn't always put guys in the best position to make plays. That may be true. But there's other times players are in position to make plays, and they're not making them. Like, we had Fields sacked last week for what could have been possibly a safety at one point. And what did he do? He scrambles for 23 yards on the field. You know, and we had 2 guys there. I believe Hutch was there and maybe Commission was there.
I thought it was Anzalone, but yeah.
And we didn't get him down.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. So just players got to make plays at the end of the day.
Sky and Little John walking in the forest. Let us know what we got to do, man, for AG, for this defense, man, to beat Denver.
I mean, Birddog, they pretty much said it. Like, personnel is a big thing here. Personnel, playing the matchups that we're going to be able to make on the field. Like, we already know Jerry's a liability, so you got to cover it up somehow. So you have to be playing the matchups perfectly. Like, if we got to pull him off the field on 3rd and 8, then we got to pull him off the field on 3rd and 8. But it has to happen. We can't just let him keep being out there and getting beat repeatedly.
Scott?
Like I said, in that corner spot, I don't know what the fuck to do. Rotate corners until we find a guy, like I said earlier, that's not getting torched. Because it can't be Jerry. Because anytime anybody runs a go route or a crosser on his ass, it's going for something.
Hell yeah. Anything. Freddy Krueger, he's getting burnt.
Yep. So whatever that is, Aaron Glenn needs to do. Good luck. Good luck, brother.
Pull a
He's probably saying the same shit, you know what I'm saying? He's probably like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about? You see what I'm fucking dealing with? Yeah, I do see what you're dealing with, brother. I do. I would do a couple things a little different, but I don't get paid fucking, $5 million to do that fucking job to watch Jerry Jacobs get torched for 3 fucking weeks in a row. I don't pay season tickets to see that shit either, bud.
Hell no.
So figure that the fuck out.
What do you think that's doing for the receivers with Jacobs out there? That's boosting their confidence, man.
They know they're about to put food on their kids' table.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat on this motherfucker.
By making a play here, watch.
Hey, I mean, you saw it. You saw it on the one play with Love just looking right at Watson the whole time. Saw Jerry on him. He's like, "Yep, I got this motherfucker."
Where was Fields' hot read last week when he burned us on 4th down? On Jerry Jacobs.
Mm-hmm. And Jerry Jacobs didn't even play that.
Damage.
He's a household name for the wrong reasons, ain't he? Yep, everybody know him in the league. Every receiver.
He's a warrior.
You take a
whoa! You say he a warrior? Come on,
you Hoboken.
It might be fair. It might be fair because what did a war?
Come on now.
He had a breakout season. He was doing great, and then he came back and he stunk it the fuck up. You might be onto something. He's in the same basket.
Smoking that.
Yeah, but the Warrior was overhyped because his interceptions he had the year.
What team would Jerry Jacobs start on right now besides ours?
Arizona.
Pee-wee.
Carolina Panthers.
Argonauts.
Oh, don't do that to Carolina. Don't do that to Carolina.
Hey,
what have I done to them that has not already been done? What have I done to them that's not already been done?
Canadian football.
You can get tickets to the Carolina Atlanta game for under
for 34 cents.
47 cents.
Yeah.
47.
Man, that's only like 4 hours from me.
I'm gonna get season tickets, Data.
Oh man.
Who they playing? They
Season
playing
tickets for 20 cents.
Atlanta.
48 cents.
Oh, Atlanta's trying to win the division. That's what they're trying to do.
All right, let's stop talking about 47 cents and let's get into our final. We're gonna get into our final thoughts and our score predictions, man. For real, man.
Pocket change? Oh man.
Let's get into our final thoughts. This is the new final thoughts day. We're gonna run with this for the new final thoughts. Final thoughts. That's for Skrilla and Birdsong, man. But Birdsong, man, your final thoughts, man, and give us a score prediction for this game, bro.
Oh man, I think we put up mid-30s to 40. I think we can. And I think that we could hold them to that 21 mark. So I think we win. I think we win by a couple scores. But again, this is gonna be one.
We want to score. We want to score.
Well, I don't want to lose. I don't want to win the game and felt like I lost. We've had a few of those the last X amount of weeks where it's like, yeah, we won the game, but come on now, we played like shit, So I just don't want that to happen. But I think we put up points and we give up no more than 21.
Run around the question. What's your score prediction, buddy? We need a score prediction for you. For the people.
Oh my God. 40-21.
You sound like me last week. I'm just saying. Don't say that. Skrilla, man. What's your score prediction, man? And your final thought, brother.
38-24 Lions. I think it's going to be easier win.
Gonna be an easier win.
I think it'll be an easier win than people think it's going to be. Because a lot of people are picking down.
Final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm kind of with these guys, man. I think I think our offense gets back to work. I'm predicting high 30s as well, man. So I'm gonna go with both of these guys. I'm gonna go in the middle though. I'll go 36-20. No, I'll go 36-21. I think the defense scores too, man. I think they shock us and they somehow score. Just put that out there, man.
Day, my co-host, my boy, my brother from another mother who parents don't know each other. Give us your final thoughts, man, and your score prediction.
I got 28-17. Obviously, I pick us to win. I think it's going to be – I do think it'll be easier win than most people think. I agree. But at the same time, man, we just got to take care of the ball, run the ball, and we should not – I won't say dominate, but this should be a fairly easy week for us. Stay disciplined. Stay disciplined, too.
For sure. Sky, my superstar and half a star. Talking about you, John. What's y'all score predictions? Y'all final thoughts?
Hey, ain't no half a star over here. My guy over here, he's the one who's sitting the bench.
Fuck around, have a pillow fight.
Hey, but hey, I got the Lions winning 35-21. I think that we're gonna play good complementary football this week, and it's gonna show.
Sky, what's your score prediction, bro?
I don't know, man. I see at the beginning of the season, I had us winning this game, and if our offense don't pick it up, man, I really don't know what the fuck is gonna happen because the Broncos have been hot. So I'm gonna say we lose this game. I'm gonna say we lose the game. I'm gonna say we lose the game 28-24.
Don't make me cry, man.
Man, Dede left.
Dede.
I call Dede. I call Dede.
Dede, no! Dede! See what you did, Sky? See what you did?
He back.
Man, I think the Lions gonna win 31-21. I think Goff has no fumbles, no interceptions, but I think we're gonna heavily give the ball a run. We're gonna run with the running game with Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery, man. A heavy dose of them too, man. But hey, we will see tomorrow at 8 p.m. You know how we always lead the show like we always started, man. Let y'all know what feelings is in the house, man. Rumble, let them know you is and where they can find you at.
Man, Lion Rumble 81. You can always catch me here with Bandit and the villains, man. Appreciate you, Bandit. Thank you, all the villains, for showing up and showing out, man.
For sure, for sure. Birdsong, you are one of us now. Let them know where they can find you at, man.
Appreciate it. Hey, you're going to find me here, man. You're going to find me here talking crazy. That's all. You can count on that.
Talking
Skrilla, you like a neighbor. Skrilla, you like one of the neighbors you grew up with. You just call brothers, man. You might as well say you one of us too, man. Hey, let them know where they can find you at, Skrilla.
Hey, peace, love, the soul. All right, JBK zone coverage. Peace.
For sure. Dede. Oh, I said that. Oh yeah, I said Dede.
Yeah,
my co-host, my brother. I said Dede already.
No.
No. Oh, see, I ain't forget about you. Let them know where they can find you at.
Well, anyways, it's your boy Day. You can find me on Twitter at Markham246. Let's go Lions.
Sky and Little John. Let them know where they can find you at.
Man, what? Real quick, why is Dede so sad right now, bro? He's so disappointed in me. He's gotta eat his fucking cold chicken nuggets now because he's disappointed in me. He's depression eating right now, Dede. I know it's a problem, bro. We got hotlines for you, dog. I love you.
Love you.
Let them know where they can find you at. You ain't gonna do the point.
Oh yeah, you want the point here?
Man, we done got it in sync now.
Yeah, hey. They've been working on that. They've been working.
In sync.
Call them in sync. There you go.
Hey, we're gonna start calling them in sync now. That's it. That's it.
But y'all know who I am, man. It's your boy Bandit. Y'all can find me right here on Bandit Sports. Our post-game show will be on Sunday, guys, right? 8 o'clock?
That sound good.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, sure.
You know, we will have a new segment with Leo. We asked the people, hey, man, I appreciate everybody. We had 20 views at one point, man. You feel me? Coming deep in here. Oh, yeah. Got y'all shirts done. You feel me? We'll be shipping that out to y'all, man.
Look crispy.
Yeah.
Hey, that look crispy.
We'll be dressing them. I promise y'all that, man. But, hey, it's Bandit Sports, man. I am Bandit, man. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. And we out, man.